Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for liking the video. So we're going to do things a little bit backwards today. We're going to say the prayer first, and so that we just get that energy out there, and then we'll do the legal contract. Okay, so I'd like to ask that the Most High God come be with us now. I'm calling upon our spiritual team of light and resonance, the Most High, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Archangel, specifically Archangel Michael, for protection, Archangel Sachiel, for finances, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Uriel, all of the other archangels that I don't know about also. I would like to ask that they please block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, as I call upon your personal favor, God, I would like to ask that you give me the full armor for protection during my life's work and mission here on the earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will, and all of the glory goes to you for this platform. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's going to work out better. So I just need to remember to read the prayer first. All right. So make sure you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no evil eyes, no gatekeeping, shadow banning, copywriting, plagiarism, and no energy harvesting. All right. So I would ideally not have to do the prayer and stuff at the beginning, but seems like it's, maybe it's going to work out better that way. Hi, Ragnarok. Welcome in. I'm glad that you did a lot of prayer yesterday and you're feeling better. Good. Oh, that's what I want for you guys. Freedom. So today's message is going to be about, again, this is like, straps annoy me. This is like, I don't know if I've done a reading just on why these people want to put you in legal court situations, but we've got the Chariot at the bottom. So, but somebody does want to put you in court legal situations. And I don't know why. I'm kind of asking Spirit right now, like, what is this about? I feel like somebody wants to call DCFS on somebody as well, but they need more information. So maybe you're getting watched by somebody that's not in this country, or maybe they're not. And when I say this country, I mean the United States. Maybe they're not in North America. I just keep hearing Trinidad. Let me ask where that is located. Give me 1 second. Okay, I caught more than one Pokemon. Okay, so yeah, I did not know this. I thought that Trinidad was in Africa. It's not. It's by the port of Spain. So what? That's South America, right? It's like what I'm being shown is like right there by the ocean in Venezuela, which is South America. So yeah, this person is definitely not in there. Either they don't come from America. Trinidad is the Caribbean. Thank you. So I keep hearing Trinidad, and I'm also hearing that somebody's dad may want to come back into their life. Yeah, it's a no. If this man was not present in your life, Why the hell would they want to come back now? Maybe they're seeing you as some type of success and that's bothering them. I'm not for sure, but I'm picking up on somebody's dad. I don't want to talk shit about anybody's parents, but that wants to come back for financial reasons. Like they've ran out of people to run to. Yeah, yeah. It definitely looks like it's right at like the tip of Venezuela where it goes into the where all those islands are. So I'm not for sure why that's coming through, but maybe we'll gain some insight. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. I'm also hearing that like, well, the sun, the first card, yeah, absolutely. Somebody's father sees them in the sun and wants to come back. I feel like you guys are adults now, so well, if you're watching my platform, you should be adults. So super weird energy wanting to come back into somebody's life after being gone for like 30 years. Like that's weird. And you know, your father could have even reached out to your mother and your mother's like, I don't want to fucking talk to him. And literally this person would only be coming back into your life to take something from you now. So I feel like if you have had an absent father and he contacts you, I don't know. You'll have to you'll have to look within your inner child and see, you know, exactly. Good. I'm so glad that you're feeling better. That makes me so happy. You'll have to look inside yourself and see if there is a wound still there from your father not being there. Because honestly, what I'm picking up is that the only reason that this person would want to come back into your life is so that it would trigger you to heal whatever this father wound is. Okay. And so, I feel like you guys have healed almost all of it. And the fact that you haven't repeated that cycle with your own children kind of shows me that you've matured. You know, there's a lot of hurt people, but not all hurt people hurt people. Some people decide to heal. This also talks about good health, optimism, happiness, a period of contentment and joy. Then we have this Hierophant energy. So maybe I hope that this is not about an inheritance as somebody has been stealing. But yeah, this Hierophant group, this is the court system. There's somebody that is a Hierophant that's seeing you heal your inner child. How are they watching you though? This must be some, I don't want to just blame witchcraft, but it's got to be through some type of energetic method because I don't feel like you have contact with anybody in the justice system. I just heard somebody wants to put you in your place. They're tired of seeing you excel and succeed, and somebody doesn't want you succeeding beyond where they've succeeded. Okay. So these people are really weird. I'm also feeling like somebody wants to take something from you. They feel like if they can make you homeless, then they're going to be able to have a victory. Trust me, these people are going to lose no matter what they do. Yeah, they're sending some younger energy out to spy. That's got to be what's going on. That's got to be what's happening. That anytime you see the Page of Swords, that is a spy. That's somebody that's sent out to spy. So why is the legal system spying on you? Probably because they owe you money. Probably because they owe you money, literally. I'm also hearing that if you were applying for like a visa to be able to go to another country or a passport or something, that's going to be approved. So maybe these people don't want you to leave the country that you're living in. Maybe they don't want you to take your kids on vacation. I don't know. It's something really weird. This person that intimidates other people by like trying to gang stalk them and spy on them, they work for the justice system. Whether that's in front of people's eyes or behind closed doors. These people were banging on you doing something to be out of alignment so that they could arrest you. Yeah, they see you as this emperor. And again, you don't have to be an elderly person to be an emperor. You can still be a master of your own emotions. So these people were trying to stalk you and watch you to see if you would act out from the witchcraft that they did. Literally, they want to see if you're going to punch holes in walls, if you're going to freak out, if you're going to do anything that's disorderly, so that then they could come and take you to jail. And I feel like there's a woman behind this. There's a woman and there's a man behind this. So they might be a couple, these people. Ow, I scraped my finger. And then just re-scraped it. So somebody wants you to re-injure yourself. It's like being injured from a father wound. And then because the emperor is a good relationship between father and child. Okay. So I scraped my finger last night, and then I just scraped it again right now. Ow. Okay. Pain. Yeah. There's a bunch of spirit guides coming in right now. I'm like, don't start bleeding. I'll have to go get a Band-Aid, and I don't want to do that. Your third eye is wide open, better than yesterday. Good. I'm glad. And your crown chakra looks like it's a bit better as well. So that mental fog will be disappearing. Yay, 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 yay. And look, the prayers that you did worked really well. You know, I was just searching evil eye prayers because I don't know any that work against the evil eye. And, somebody had just come up with something. And I read it and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to use this one. So yeah, that evil eye energy has been returned to sender. The sun coming out the first card is very significant to me because the sun is the eye of Ra. So you are being protected from evil eye at this time. And I hope that it wasn't your father that was sending this evil eye. The Seven of Wands. Somebody that you've had to defend yourself from these people. You've had to defend yourself from these people. That one dude keeps going at you. He used to be like a friend and he tried to take a fatherly position. That's weird. That is weird. Wow. And he fancied himself. I love that word, fancied himself, to be Zeus. No. It's a no. He would laugh saying that you wanted him to be your dad. That is fucking weird. Oh my God. No. No. No, no. That's so weird. I don't mean to laugh at that, but like, that is weird. If anybody that I was friends with was like, oh, I'm like your mother, I'd be like, no, you're not. Oh, I'm like your father. I don't need a father. I don't need a mother. Okay. Holy shit. That is crazy insane. I don't know what's wrong with people. People are fucking weird. They're weird. So you had to defend yourself from this person and wanting to latch onto your energy and ride your wave of success. I don't know why I'm having deja vu, because I didn't remember my dreams. So this is deja vu from a dream I had a long time ago about this, about somebody, I think, wanting to be one of my parents, and they weren't, which is weird. Usually people are not wanting to claim children. Oh, I'm glad that he's not your friend anymore. Jeez. It was that guy, Scipio. That's who I was thinking about. That's really creepy. Wow. I wonder if it's a coincidence or if these people know each other. I have no idea. But yeah. So you having to defend yourself is like a major deal because people trying to spy on you is a problem, especially when they're using like remote viewing and trying to use like AI surveillance. I do feel like somebody was trying to compete with you. And maybe because part of your destiny has being a father, beware of these people that want to take you under your wing. Like I was specifically getting that somebody's father may try to come back from the past. Like after they've been absent for like 30 plus years, now all of a sudden they want to come back. No. Like there's a weird feeling about that. I'm also getting that some of this energy does have to do with the Most High God, because Most High God is father, mother, on a higher level, like it's father, mother energy. And so I do feel like you're not being abandoned. And I feel like you not being abandoned is going to help you not abandon your children. I'm also hearing here that this Hierophant energy, somebody's trying to block your money right now. And they're trying to pull you into some type of legal thing. So that's why I was wondering if there was an inheritance you're about to come into. See, you're over here with the energy of the magician. And these people think that you practice black magic, but you don't. Not everybody has time in their lives to do this type of shit, to be honest. Like, there's going to be a lot of people that don't practice black magic because they don't have resources and they don't have time. It takes a lot of money because you have to buy a bunch of bullshit supplies, and then it takes a lot of time to do witchcraft. And so some people just don't have it in them. I feel like, yeah, I just heard a female energy. You've got a very protective female energy around you that doesn't want this person to take one more step in your direction. These people are blocked. They're blinded also by stupidity. Have you ever heard of that saying? Welcome in, BC. Oh, you're feeling attacked. God's taking care of it. Yay! You can remote view now. Good. Continue to practice. Continue to practice. So yeah, these people, have you guys ever heard that saying of being blinded by stupidity? These people are so in denial. They're in major denial about you being a parent or about you being in someone's life. They're in major denial. And then I'm also hearing that somebody thought that you were going to turn out like them. No. You have completely different triggers, completely different situations going on in your life than this other person. And I don't know why they're hiding behind a Hierophant, but I do feel like somebody wants to know where you're traveling to. They want to know where you're going. They want to know where you come from. Maybe for a reason to attack you. I'm not for sure. They've been spying on you illegally, wasting resources. This Hierophant group has been wasting resources. They see you as a King of Wands, which means that you have strong convictions. You have been seeing a lot of 7s and 9s. So 7's a very spiritual number, and then 9 is all about endings. So yeah, that would make sense. Princess Diana, man, I loved her. I tell you what, when she passed away, my mother was so sad. Like, it was like, seriously, like somebody she personally knew passed away, even though she didn't personally know her. It was like the saddest thing, though. And it was a setup, obviously, but yeah, real sad. She was such an awesome person. And I think it's crazy weird because every princess that they have ends up becoming anorexic and very sick. Like, what is up with this super demonic family? AKA the royal people. Like, that's weird to me. That's got to be some type of spirit. And I have read for people who have had children suffering from bulimia and anorexia, and it is a type of spirit that takes over somebody and then it starves them to death. Like, it's really weird. She knew that they were not human. Yeah, absolutely. They're not. They're reptilian. They're extremely reptilian. Wow. And that would make sense why they have these weird practices that they won't show people. Welcome in, Fashionista. Happy Monday to you as well. Oh my God, this 8 of Swords was trying to pop out. Somebody is trying to restrict you. See, they're completely blinded by stupidity. This is not going to work. They want you carrying a 10 of Wands, and they want you imprisoned in some type of way. I do feel like that the police are behind this. I don't know if you pissed a cough op or what, or cough op. Okay. So there is definitely somebody trying to make you sick, somebody trying to put you in jail, somebody that's an op. You could have been coughing, you could have been having headaches, you could have been wheezing, you could have been feeling out of your body or stuck in your body in different spots. These people are trying to stop your kundalini from awakening. But okay, first of all, your kundalini has already awakened, so it's a little too late for that. But these people feel like you're going to be unstoppable once your kundalini is all awakened. Only thing that comes to mind, it has the 8 energy. Yeah, absolutely. These people were trying to jump into a portal to get to where you all are at. And this is not a metaphor. This is literally, these people are not human. There's something not human about them. I feel like they were spying on you to see where you were headed. These people are displeased. I feel like somebody wants you guys to be working a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever it is type of job. And that's not what your purpose is. This Hierophant group doesn't want you helping the community and using your gifts and abilities. This Hierophant group also doesn't want you connecting with your children, and they don't want you healing these inner wounds. They feel like people who have power get too out of control and they need to be imprisoned. This is all about having spiritual power that these people will never possess. They are trying to make you cough right now. We rebuke them in the name of Jesus. They can fuck right off. This Knight of Pentacles energy, there is somebody working very diligently to put you away. It's a no. And I hope that this is not somebody's, like, I got this message at the beginning that somebody's father who's been absent their entire life, basically, or at least 30 years of it or so, wants to come back into your life because you're about to get some type of inheritance and they want to be a part of that inheritance. They want something from God or they want something from you. And no, this person being gone your entire life, them wanting to come back, no. Okay. They would disrupt what you have going on with your own children and in your own life. Yeah. Somebody wants to come in so that you'll make them. Yeah. Your dad has been absent. Somebody wants to come in so that you will make them a King of Pentacles. I swear to God, this Knight of Pentacles energy has communicated to this King of Pentacles. This is somebody that has become a King of Pentacles off of the backs of other people. Giving me real slavery vibes. Even though it's not slavery, but it's still giving me that vibe. Like somebody that becomes rich off of the backs of other people. Off of the blood, sweat, and tears of others. This is also somebody that has not given a fuck about y'all this entire life. And now they want to come in offering a cup of love. But it's really a cup of bullshit. They just want to be a part of whatever success you're about to come into. Hi, welcome in, Aquarius. I hope you're having a good day as well. Everybody seems to be feeling a lot better, which I think is awesome sauce. So the day before, yesterday was like, ooh, the energy. I didn't like it. When I was done with my readings, I was like, I just want to lay down. And I'm getting excited because it's going to become fall soon. And when fall hits, draining bloodline spirituality, just heard that, if that's a thing. Yeah, actually, it is a thing for sure. Yeah, it was nasty yesterday. It for sure is a thing. I mean, it is a thing for these people. I know that you guys don't think like that. I mean, these people are so creative. I'm really surprised that this Chariot energy is even on board with this. So somebody could have stolen something in the courts that was meant to be left to you when you were younger. I'm getting that somebody's grandma left them something. Also, these people feel like you're discovering the crimes that they've committed, and they're super upset about this. Maybe you're going to find out about an inheritance that was left to you that was stolen. Two of Pentacles. Somebody may literally bring you a message that you have money. Like a lot of it. And that somebody was either spending it. So if this father was spending your inheritance and left your mother and stole this inheritance that was left to you, they're going to have to pay back every penny that they took. But somebody wants you to like self-incriminate yourself, you know, like what is self-incriminate? I'm going to read you what self-incriminate means. I know that you guys probably know what it means, but it's like the act of exposing oneself to criminal prosecution by giving evidence or testimony that could be used against oneself in a legal proceeding. That's what I'm hearing. Self-incriminate. Somebody wants you to incriminate yourself. Yeah, again, thank you, Ragnarok. Everybody should be affirming my inheritance is coming to me. My inheritance is here. If this is going to be a court case about your inheritance, it's all a wait game at this point. Yeah. Well, at least Mercury's not in retrograde anymore. I checked yesterday. Family takes turns texting you out of the blue for a reaction. They like literally, there's a reason for that. It's not just, it's they're coordinating with one another on how they're going to get you back in the loop. These people are tripped out. They're like tripping out because they know that. See, the reason that these people stole this shit in the first place was because they've believed in their heart and soul that you are not a giving person and that you would not have taken care of them or given to them. First of all, it's not your job to take care of your parents. It's only your job to take care of your children and to teach them how to take care of themselves. Okay. And then beyond that, everybody has to learn how to pick up the slack for their own life. I'm feeling like somebody's father could have been like an alcoholic, a gambler, or an abuser, somebody that has mistreated this money. So it karmically, the money is going to come back to you, like because this person has done so much karmic shit. Led you to Robbie Williams. Oh, are you talking about Robin Williams? Wow, with 111 views, they find ways to tell you exactly. Your father was a drunk, you were told. I was told that as well by many people. So, the fact that you guys have broken these chains of alcohol addiction, this is a beautiful thing. The devil is attached to this situation in some type of way. And it could be this deal maker, this King of Pentacles that likes to make deals with the devil. I hope to God that somebody's father did not make a deal with the devil for their child. Okay, if there are any demonic contracts, Most High God, any deals with the devil, anything that we don't know about here that could/would come up that would falsely imprison anybody, we ask that you break those contracts, you break those soul agreements, and you break anything that any karmic parent or anybody has done. Because I do feel like somebody's tried to make a deal with the devil to get you imprisoned. And the devil's like, if you can get them in jail, then I'll give you something. This is like somebody trying to make a deal for your soul. No, it's a no. Yeah. They're wanting to like literally, this is about you getting good news, inheritance, money, a message about that. And you should have received this message when you were a child, when you were in your 30s or your 20s, or your teens. You should have received a message about this inheritance being left to you. The Four of Cups. These people are so dissatisfied. Even the devil's dissatisfied. Oh, thank you, Phoenix Empress. You are awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, because these people are so material focused, we are so divinely blessed and protected. I love it. Thank you so much for that donation. You're awesome. So yeah, this Four of Cups energy, these people, they are so dissatisfied with life because they just keep focusing on the physical. I am. Welcome in, Grogan. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. I hope that you guys are feeling rested and rejuvenated, because this is some good stuff that's coming out. I've always wanted to know why people wanted to get you guys locked up, and because it doesn't make sense to me in my brain, like why anybody would want that for somebody else. These people were working with the devil. They were very dissatisfied. Yes, I love money. Money loves me. Money comes to me easily. Literally. I would keep using your guys' affirmations. Oh, thank you so much. They wanted to fake being you while you're locked up. Yeah, so they could get this money that's supposed to be given to you. And now I'm wondering that if you do get locked up and you have an inheritance that comes in, Does that come into your books, or does somebody else have to be the conservator? Is that the right word? The handler of the money? I don't know how it works. I don't know a whole lot about it. But yeah, that actually makes sense. If somebody got you locked up and then you're supposed to get this money, and this could also be money that's supposed to go to your children as well. You should have gotten, and one of these people have bribed somebody that works in the UPS or mail, whatever, a federal employee that works for the mail. I forget what it's called. You know what I mean? They tried to bribe somebody to get your mail and they were reported. So it's more these people that are going to jail. Yes, try to get you in a serious prison time your entire life. That makes sense because there is something that's being left to you. And even if this isn't a bunch of money, it could be property, it could be land, conservatorship. Thank you. Yeah, and what is that other thing that you get over people when they go into a coma? Is that like right of attorney or something like that? So these people, yeah, if and so that would be an interesting question to ask. If someone goes to jail, what happens to their income? Because if you have an inheritance that comes in like every month, then who would be in charge of that? Somebody that would take power of attorney, not right of attorney, it's power of attorney. Thank you, BC. Yeah. Yeah, these people also could be very afraid that you have a gift that's going to make a lot of money and that your children also have this gift. I was definitely picking up on, this a father figure being real confused why they don't have an ability. Oh, wow, your mom and your family didn't support you. That sucks. They want you to be in a psych ward, which is verbatim almost exactly the same thing as being in prison. It's like yeah, power to have control. Yeah. It's basically the same type of thing. And so it's trying to make you seem like you're not mentally competent or that you're not financially competent. Again, if you have been suffering from not having a whole lot of extra resources, that doesn't mean you're not financially competent. Okay. I mean, maybe some people are, but I'm not getting that hardship has to do with you being not financially competent. I don't think that these people can prove. I don't know what the hell that was that just flew in here, but that was weird. God, make sure that it's only positivity. I don't know if somebody wants to try to prove that you're a beware of somebody wanting to take you gambling. Somebody wants to prove that you cannot be a ruler over your own money. And this is the stupidest shit. The fact that you're coming up more highly ranked than your own father is laughable to me, because this person wants to come back into your life just so that they can take something material from you. Yeah, you just saw it too. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, or what in the heck. We don't want to say what in the hell it was. We don't want it to come from hell. But this is kind of interesting to me that these people would really, really work this hard your entire life to keep this secret from you. So, and if you're adopted, this is definitely about a biological parent leaving something to you or leaving something to an adopted parent, and then that parent not taking care of you. Android implant facility and a man trying to create the perfect babies. And if not, they were terminated. Oh my gosh, just like in 300, the movie 300, they say like if the babies aren't the perfect size and shit like that, we just throw them away. Wow. There probably were practices like that in the past. Your family does have some secret. When your mom and dad broke up, your dad tried to come back to get you and to kick down the door and to take you away from them. Wow. Yeah, because I'm feeling somebody's father wants to come back now and it's like a little too late, but they're only coming in because they see this as it being an opportune time to come back in. They're wanting, see, the sun being the first card means that you've healed from whatever this person has done. The emperor being the second card shows me that you outrank your father. Whether it's biological or not biological, you outrank this person. You are highly favored. And these people keep thinking that you've got some type of father wound, that you feel like that your self-esteem has been affected, and it's not. It's actually made you a better person. Yeah. Yes, exactly. People's and for someone to not be present in your life and then want to come back when you're successful, that should be opening your guys' eyes real wide to their intention. Oh, good. I'm so glad that the mantras are working for you. Always use a tool until you don't need it anymore. See, this Four of Cups energy is not going anywhere, super dissatisfied with the cup that they've been offered because they see the cup that you're being offered and they're like, what the hell? Also, if your father was into black magic, they did try to do something with the devil to bind your material blessings to them. And God is removing whatever this soul contract was. Ideally, it would probably best to be just removed from all of your family and forgive your family for being greedy. Page of Wands. Look at this. You could have two children, or it could be part of your destiny to have two children, or your father could have had more than one child with more than one person. However, this specific inheritance, 10 of Pentacles inheritance, has to do with you and your children. So it could be that part of the inheritance is going to be left to your children, or maybe it's made like in whatever documents and papers that when your children turn like 30 or something, that they are told about this 10 of Pentacles. And like I said, the 10 of Pentacles could be an inheritance, its influence and importance, but it could be land, property, and real estate as well. Are you guys hearing sound glitches? I've got a purification crystal singing bowl sound bath in the background. So yeah, so sorry about that if you're hearing any type of glitching. The Mexican side of your family that you don't really know, some occult type stuff. Yeah, some type of occult. Absolutely. With the Hierophant being the first card, it makes me think that there's a secret society. So I'm hearing, I was hearing Trinidad. Um I was also hearing Canada, Mexico, South America, Africa, and the United States. So maybe part of this money comes from another country or something like that. Either way, you're the next in line. You're the next in kin. It was specifically supposed to be coming to you. I feel like that these people have like whoever this father figure is has finagled money out of somebody in the family quite a few times. Yeah, they tried to hide their money in different red hair and green eyes. Ooh, that's beautiful. They tried to hide their money in different accounts. Yeah. Um, they've finagled this situation in the past to make it look like you have some type of mental illness. You don't, though. I feel like it's getting to a state where you may actually receive a document saying that you need to come into court because somebody has either committed crimes against you or they've tried to hide an inheritance from you. And this is why people need to not fuck around and find out. Because if you're on any state like or your country's whatever it's called, where you get income from the government, like either Social Security or um, disability or something like that, whatever the things are. If you're on anything like that and the government finds out that you actually have an inheritance that's due to you, the government is going to force these people to give you your money because they're going to want to then say, well, we don't want to give you money anymore because you have an inheritance. I don't know which countries look deeply into that type of stuff. The Bridges gosh reminds you of Nora. Oh, yeah. I don't know how deeply they'll look into shit, but somebody tried to report you. So you could not even be on like some type of food stamps. Somebody tried to report you to food stamps. You've got to be fucking joking. Somebody tried to report you to any type of benefits, and so this could have caused like an investigation. It could have literally caused an investigation to happen. And then they started looking into why you don't have money. And they could be seeing stuff with disability, but they also could be literally seeing basically that somebody had left you something in a will. An Ace of Cups. And so, yeah. And then also the second message I'm getting is that somebody could have left you something in a will, and somebody else could have been using your name and social security number fraudulently. Like this father figure could have been getting benefits your entire life off of your name and social security number for their other child. So yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Very shady shit going on here with whatever this inheritance is. And again, it doesn't have to be a physical one, but I do feel like people are going to throw a major fit about this inheritance. Eve's daughter looks like Bridget. Oh, wow. You know what? There are so many books that they didn't put in the Bible. There's a whole book on Eve's other daughters that were never mentioned, and it's like a really good story. If you guys are into just like women empowerment, it's so empowering that they would never put it in the Bible because, you know, thou shalt listen to their husband or whatever they have going on. But yeah. So what I'm hearing is that these people are going to act real cheeky. They're going to be real fake. They're going to try to come be up in your face. And then they're going to try to sabotage you in some way and get you locked up. I mean, this person went around and bribing people. They bribed somebody to get your mail. If you have not been receiving your mail, this is why. Getting Social Security. Yeah, somebody was trying. And I'm kind of picking up that it was and I don't like to call out zodiac signs, but I am picking up a Scorpio energy, a Capricorn energy, and a Capricorn Aquarius energy. So there could have been somebody that was going to the post office trying to bribe federal employees to give them your mail because you have a good news coming to you in the mail that's going to solve a problem permanently for you. And so these people don't want you to receive that. And so they've done something. But this last person that they bribed told on them, completely told on them. This person did not know that the person at the post office was going to be intuitive. Yeah, 10 of Cups. This is a 10 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, purchasing of a home, having the money to do so, being able to pay your whatever, what is it called when you buy a home? Is it a mortgage? Being able to pay your mortgage. These people don't want you to be able to make the numbers to pay your bills. They've been working double, triple time to take this money from you and your children. Also, there could be a father that wants to come in and take possession of one of your children, or a fathering energy that just wants to be the father. They want to come in and take possession of your children so that they can have this inheritance. That's not how shit works. I feel like these people are facing a lot of karma. Keep getting the Shaman Tarot card. Wow. Well, that's a good place to start. I mean, my interpretation of shamanism from what I have seen are like people that go to Peru, right? Cain was a redhead. I didn't know that. Actually, Ed Seth was blonde. Wow. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was reading somebody's energy a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't anybody in my collective, but I was explaining why they were cursed was because somebody in their lineage in the past had killed Cain. And all of those curses basically fell upon that bloodline. So I was like, that's why people keep dying like this. I wonder if that person prayed or did anything to resolve that. You know what I mean? It's like, that's fucking crazy to me. That still that cursing would be going on. And I really think I'm not a racist person. I think it's ridiculous to think and believe that the mark of Cain is what Black people are. I think that's insane. I think it's crazy. I don't think that that's how the Bible should be interpreted, sorry. But some people really do stand by that shit. Maybe they just want a reason to be white supremacists or something. But yeah, I know that Mormons do believe that. Oh, Noria is a redhead. Interesting. And that's a very strong genetic. Redheads come from the Celts. And then I think it's in the book of Enoch where it talks about the redheaded giants. People would describe them coming across the water. It's only a matter of time where you receive financial blessings. That's exactly it. It's like basically now. It's coming in now. This 10 of Cups wish fulfillment's coming in now. This is going to be a new beginning for you guys. A completely new beginning. And then these people from the past, whether this is a father, an ex, whoever they are, that wants to have dominion over your inheritance, somebody wants to use you as like them being a pimp so they can pimp out your abilities to make money. So beware of somebody coming and seeing that you have a really good gift and then, oh, thank you. And then wanting to like use that gift to make them money. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. There could be a friend, like make sure that when you tell your friends things about you that you're not just, if you have a friend that has nothing going on, that's like, I want to say like, yeah, they want to use you like a purse. I want to say like in this Egyptian card, there is this one God that's the God of being ordinary. If you guys have friends that are super ordinary, I probably wouldn't tell those people about your guys' abilities because then they're going to start to want for things that they don't have. High Priestess. these intuitive, aka these intuitive abilities. Also, I'm getting that your High Priestess abilities is bringing in the Ace of Pentacles for you. But that was always going to happen, which means others will help you. Rely on your friends and your family for support. I feel like that you guys are starting to meet people in your soul family. Why am I seeing somebody that is very overweight? They're melanated, not completely melanated, but maybe they're South American or something like that. They're very much overweight. This person is reminding me almost of like Biggie Smalls type energy, but it's not actually Biggie Smalls. It's just that overweight. I don't know if you guys know somebody that's like that. I'm feeling somebody coughing and wheezing and they like cannot keep up. It's like they're running, you know. I just heard The Biggest Loser, and that is a TV show where people basically compete to lose the most weight. Wow, you're feeling somebody stab your left ear, and he's trying to make you cough. Okay, that's a throat chakra attack. Let's play the throat chakra bowl, you guys. So the third eye chakra and the throat chakra, we have a whole face that's right in between those. So we're going to play the throat chakra. Okay, we're going to clear that throat chakra. And now we're going to boost it back up. That was a lot of heavy energy. I don't know why that is happening, but it kind of makes me feel like somebody it doesn't want you hearing what I'm talking about. Or they don't want you to hear basically that you have an intuitive ability that's going to bring you an Ace of Pentacle. Yes. And also our ears. Okay, so our ears and our eyes are organs that help us like interpret messages. I just saw a djinn in the corner and it literally just it was uncloaked and it just cloaked itself. Okay, so somebody's wishing upon a star, wishing upon a djinn. Why is there a djinn in my home? I'm not for sure. I guess it's not a negative djinn for me, but why is it here? Okay, it's saying that somebody's been trying to use wishes to get what you have because they can't buy the spiritual ability with money, so they're resorting to using a djinn. Yeah, you were hearing that name yesterday. Yeah, they definitely don't want to be exposed, but it's a little late for that. I feel like these people are having the Eight of Cups, this coming back into your life and making amends and whatever. And also these people, okay, so there may be actual people that are in your neighborhood every so often that are being sent to watch you. I don't feel like these people are going to show up in a cop car. I feel like they're going to show up in their off-duty vehicle, like when they're off duty. Like that's fucking weird. So they're either trying, I feel like there's more than one force that's trying to intercept the mail so that you won't like receive either a document that's going to tell you that you have a blessing, you know? Okay. Yeah, absolutely, girl gone. People have to be mindful. They can't say that they're, spiritually woke when they're blinded still by greed and lust. I consider people to be, I don't know what has happened to the whole phrase of being woke, but like it seems like it means something different now than what it used to. But to me, being spiritually woke is like you've awakened from the matrix, right? And then I feel like, um, you know, it's also awakening to the fact that your higher self is God, that you are connected with God. You've never been separate. It's only because your mother called you some type of name rather than the divine that you basically thought that you were separate from the divine. But other than the word I, see, when we say the word I, it makes it so that we are an individual and we're separate from everything else. But without that word, if we weren't saying I, we would still be a part of everything, if that makes sense. And so we still are truly, authentically, and energetically, we are still a part of everything else. We are everything else. It's like everybody has their, like, I will tell you that you are the center of your own reality. You are the center of your own universe and the center of your own world. Yeah, they said that your gifts were from the devil as a child. They said that shit about me too. In the 1980s, of the satanic panic was like really, really popular, at least in California, where I was at. And so I don't know if the whole world was affected by the satanic panic, but yeah, I was. I mean, all of the people around us were completely terrified of the shit. So it's like, just made the and again, being a child, I don't think in Sunday school they, or even in Catholic school, they didn't really focus on the devil a whole lot until all of a sudden the satanic panic came, and then it was like all focus on satanic rituals and shit that never made, like, we didn't understand it being children. Like just crazy shit. And I don't mean to laugh at the satanic panic because a lot of people were imprisoned falsely. But I do get that kind of energy that somebody feels like your gifts are either so divine or they either are so divine that you have to be stopped because you're seeing the truth, or they're so demonic that you have to be stopped because you're seeing the truth. Either way, it's about you seeing the truth about something. And I do feel like you have had family members, you know, maybe distant ones that you don't speak to, but you've had family members doing something with this devil energy, trying to make some type of deal over your energy. So we're rebuking it right now. And if this is, hopefully to God, this is not this freaking government, because the government did make a bunch of deals with the devil, like during the Babylon working. Okay, first of all, the government made deals with Jack Parsons, who was in charge of the Babylon working, which was like to create the Antichrist or some shit like that. And the government basically funded everything that they were doing. And so the government has funded like multiple satanic projects. We'll just say that. And so I wouldn't be surprised if these people are literally blaming you and saying that this is because you guys are of the devil. That's not a good enough reason. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that are satanic as fuck. It's not a good enough reason to just come into somebody's life. And if somebody was, the government also made deals with the Greys, allowing the Greys to abduct whoever the fuck they wanted so that we could have cell phones and the internet, 5G and shit like that. So you're going to be still coming into this public success, public recognition, honor. I just heard there's no honor amongst thieves. So yeah, this relative, whoever they are, is a thief. And maybe they go from relative to relative stealing from them, and if they can't steal from you right out, they'll make a deal with the devil. I'm also getting that somebody's parent could have been abducted by one of these demonic forces, and there had to be a divine intervention that was done. So they basically did try to sacrifice you to the Greys. Yeah. I went through that experience too. The worst thing that I've ever experienced was those fucking aliens and their faces that are so not the geometry of anything we're used to seeing, just totally frightening. And of course, they're small as all hell. So they came to us when we were super small because we were the same size as them. Like how dare them? They would not come to us now on any type of, I'm going to abduct you bullshit. I'd be like, no, I'm going to cut you all up into pieces and throw you out into space. Literally. I think that Greys are artificial life form. So I don't even, they say that they're us from the future. No, the fuck they're not. They're lying. Either they believe that shit truly, they're just stupid, or that's a lie. But yeah, I don't ever think that we're going to turn into a Grey in the future. It's not possible. They just don't have the ability to procreate. So they want to use us as some type of incubator to procreate their weird seed. Yeah. Good. I love that. I have a balance of peace and light, but with fudge around and find out exactly. These people are going to find out the hard way that you are well known. They wanted to keep you really small so that when the time came to jump on you or strike, that nobody would notice your absence. But because you have reached so many people, your absence would absolutely be noticed. And people would start looking for you. 3 of Swords. These people, they're very dissatisfied. They're in sorrow, loss, and they're having arguments over this money that's not theirs. And whoever was in the justice system that was allowing these other relatives to get away with stealing your money, that person's being let go for different reasons, not for what they did to you, but they're being let go for what they did to somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, you spent 45 years of being small. It's like they can't keep you in a box anymore. Speaking of that, I was watching Hellraiser lore last night, and I just keep thinking about the lament configuration and Saturn's cube and how all these secret societies use Saturn's cube in all of their buildings and stuff. And it just really, really is like a prison. It's like a trap for souls or some shit. Temperance. So you got Archangel Michael coming down here. Plus, this talks about how whoever this, if this is your father wanting to come back, they were an incompatible lover to your mother. And I'm also picking up that somebody's mother could have been abducted. This temperance energy. So again, maybe it does run in families. I don't know if somebody has to sacrifice you for you to be abducted, but it feels something like that. And again, we don't want to interact with any being that doesn't understand what emotions are, that cannot understand what it's like to be afraid. Okay. The Five of Swords. Yeah. Always putting themselves first. These people had the reason that your parents split up in the first place, or that somebody walked away from somebody else, was because that of an incompatibility and one person always causing too much emotional upheaval. You will be world renowned. That world energy is your energy, which means it's a period of happiness and contentment. And the 10 of Cups, that's what's coming for you. And as long as you just continue to, not give in to, like, because it could be really easy to hate a parent that wasn't absent, or to have resentment. But as long as you don't resent these people and these grays, these aliens, these demons, you'll be able to heal from this whole situation. You know what I mean? You guys will be able to heal and move forward. These people will not, though, because again, they're still attached to the devil. The devil continually wounds them. These people are in the Five of Cups, walking away, super dissatisfied, experiencing a lot of setbacks, especially when it comes to this court case or whatever this legal thing is. They're definitely concerned over your Wheel of Fortune here. Extremely concerned over some shit that's not theirs. That's crazy. I want you guys to be extremely healthy and wealthy and rich and happy and have everything that your hearts desire. Why are these people see, I feel like they need it more than you do. That you can, that somebody's just like, well, God will always give them back whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, a parent was abducted for sure. You saw visions of your mom being hurt by someone, said, Mom, it's not my mom. I needed intel on that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I really feel like these people are, maybe they're breaking up with one another. This is definitely the end of a relationship. Death. So again, this could also be about insurance money, but it doesn't have to be. Somebody could have been borrowing from someone's insurance, like life insurance plan, and now they just would rather just have all of the money from the plan. Okay. Either way, whatever these people are plotting, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Did they hurt your mom? I'm picking up this. Yeah, I'm picking up that somebody abducted somebody's parent. It had to do with the creation of you. So, you know, and again, the United States doesn't have to be the only government that made agreements with aliens. I mean, Africa is out in the open about their agreements with aliens. They don't have that in any type of like secret program. Everybody just knows about it. So when all the aliens show up, like, people don't trip out. This moon energy, these people were using death and the moon to cover up what they were doing here with the devil and what they were doing here with your finances. So they were using that. Again, God was testing these people to see if they were going to do right by you, but God is going to make sure that you're taken care of and that your needs are met, whether these people choose to do the right thing or not. So it is like, is this some clone that you're living with? No, I don't get that it's a clone. I just feel like they altered something within your mother so that it would, but it was while she was pregnant with you. So that it would alter something within you. And I feel like whatever this alteration was has turned your mother into being a psychic person. She may not even know that she's psychic. She could literally be like having experiences like, what's that movie with Bruce Willis? The kid says, I see dead people. She could be, I'm literally being shown that movie. She could be literally seeing. You know what this is also reminding me of? If you guys have ever seen the movie Caroline, okay, she like goes into this alternate world. It's like a kid's story and it's very disturbing for being a children's story. But she goes into this alternate world and then her parents have everybody has button eyes and it's like this other mother. Ooh, you could be like bouncing in and out and maybe this is what has happened. Wow. Oh my god, bouncing in and out of different like universes, different dimensions, kind of like a mandala effect where sometimes you're with the other mother and then sometimes you're with your actual mother. That's crazy. I knew that there had to be some type of spiritual significance with Caroline. Yeah, you were shown the sixth sense. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah, that was your favorite. And Caroline, your daughter loves that movie. Oh my gosh, it's so spooky for children. I was so creeped out. Look at this Eight of Wands. These people are at a crossroads and I feel like they're like, okay, we could either go about doing this one way or another way. They see you over here completing your goals and your projects and meeting with your basically rewarding yourself. These people are having limits to their income and they want to have limits to your income, but God has basically said no. I feel like these people were definitely trying to bring a stop to your finances and they were also trying to get you deemed unfit to be a parent or unfit to look over this inheritance. Yeah, but you guys, you're not alone. God, the Most High is your parent, it is your highest self. Yeah. They want your fortune, they want your abilities. I'm always going to tell you guys that you're God and that's not to have some weird God complex, but to know that your higher self is divine. You are God. You can tap into that, and I invite my higher self forward into my consciousness and awareness now. Make sure that you guys are including that you already have everything that you need and that you don't have to do anything to have your needs met. I would be including that in your guys' affirmations that you use because somebody is they're specifically trying to strip you of the things that are a necessity in life. Somebody wants, exactly. God is your parent. I just saw Obama. I don't know what Obama has to do with anything. And I didn't see actual Obama. I just saw the word Obama. So I wonder what that word means. Let's look it up. Obama is a common Luo surname. It means to lean, to bend, bent over, or limping. Okay. That's weird as shit. Why would anybody name their child that if they knew that's what that meant? So literally, when I say that somebody wanted to make it so that and again, even if they did personally try to injure you, it just shows you, and especially if you don't have money, it just shows you that, that you need this inheritance. Like I don't get what these people are, what they're going at. My brain doesn't understand this type of shit. The King of Swords. This is somebody there was somebody that was working against you in the justice system. And they were definitely a part of this Hierophant group. This is somebody that conceals their emotions. This is somebody that takes bribes. And this person took a bribe from someone to keep this information or this mail away from you. This person's being turned in. Like they're being turned into the police. They're about to get caught up from some type of mail fraud. So yeah, when you get this news, don't scream it shout it to the rooftops. I wouldn't even tell your children, especially if you've got an ex, any type of ex that is a greedy bastard or greedy bitch that would want to come back and take something from you guys. I would just be very wary of what information you release out to these people. The Five of Wands, this King of Swords has tried to This greedy mofo has tried to compete with you for your own resources for way too long. It's time for them to tap in what God gave them and to leave you alone. They're also using underhanded methods to steal some shit from you. Of course, lying and deceiving and trying to get power of eternity and trying to get life insurance on somebody that didn't consent to that. That's all trickery. These people are definitely into deception. I feel like you guys are going to be okay though. It doesn't matter what this Eight of Wands crossroads energy, it doesn't matter what choice these people make. Everything's going to lead back to you guys getting your inheritance. So it's like, anti-government. Yeah. It's like literally it's all. So maybe Obama, when he was in office, maybe he made deals with the devil, selling children or selling people's souls. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's possible. The Five of Pentacles. This is what they've been at, though. They've been trying to get you thrown out on the streets. This Five of Pentacles energy is not your energy, but I will tell you that if a court of law were to see you in the Five of Pentacles being thrown out on the street, they would very much be wondering why your family did not give you the inheritance that was left to you. Wow, it did. Yeah, literally. They're going to be very curious as to why, because you should be sitting in total wish fulfillment right here. But there was no coincidence why there was a djinn in the quarter just cloaking itself. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing? There's no coincidence. This is definitely about you being like, these people want you to not be able to go anywhere to get help. And then not only on top of that, they want you to lose your home. And if you do, this is going to be a shit show for these people, because they're going to have to prove why they did not give you your freaking money. Why they didn't run you your money when you're clearly needing it, being on the streets. And again, the Five of Pentacles energy doesn't mean that you're an addict or that you gamble or you do anything wrong with money. People that have been using moon magic and death magic to attack your home, they wanted to make a major turning point with the Seven of Pentacles in your life. They wanted, and this, you coming into wish fulfillment is actually going to be your major turning point. And then these two fell out. We have the Queen of Swords. So you had to cut this person off. Maybe you did cut this person off. And then we have the Judgment in the reverse. So somebody wants revenge, and it's because they're in the Five of Pentacles. They were not able to successfully put you in the Five of Pentacles. So now they're in the Five of Pentacles. And this person wants revenge. They're trying to get even with you. They want you to have a loss of material possessions in a salary or a lawsuit. These people, when it comes to them, the moral path was not taken. They're getting a bad reputation, basically. They need to recognize that they were the reason that this Five of Pentacles even occurred. They did specific witchcraft with this past moon to get you put out of your house, to make you act out of your character, act out of however it said, because they want somebody to have a reason to arrest you. And then they feel like they're just going to take over what's yours and breadcrumb you with it. And it's a no. I feel like this has to do with what you do for work or what you are doing for work. These people feel entitled to what's yours. They feel entitled to have everything that's meant to come to you. That's ridiculous, right? Why would anybody feel entitled like that? They're in the Ten of Swords. For them wanting to seek revenge against you because you have somebody left something to you. And again, we were just in Pluto retrograde, which is inheriting things through death, basically. Somebody didn't want to see you get justice for something. I feel like also Saint Germain is coming through with a bunch of money, or is doing something to alchemize your financial situation so that you stay on top. I'm getting like real violet flame energy coming through. And then the Hangman. So yeah, by them wanting to get revenge against you when you didn't do anything to them, This could also have been a voodoo doll that they were trying to use to control you, to get you to act out a character. This fucking voodoo doll does not work. I don't even think there was a long period of time where this voodoo doll did work. I think that these people are really just stupid. You got somebody else in your family. You've got somebody else in your family that is a natural healer. So so literally somebody could have been trying to do, and if you ever have a Mima or grandma or somebody contact you in a dream, or if they contact you even in real life to say like, hey, I had a dream, like that will happen. That's a very common thing, right? When it comes to, yeah, he even had a news conference calling out Christians and Jews. That's fucking crazy. But if you were ever to have a dream where like your Mima, your grandma comes, yeah, your grandmother's one of your guides comes to you and says that she's having to do something to stop whatever this witchcraft is, whatever she says to you, listen to that and either bring it to me or bring it to God, because literally I feel like you guys are getting messages. You have somebody in the spirit realm that is protecting you and that is not allowing the sacrifice to go through, because these people have tried to, and it is sacrificing somebody. When you try to put when you try to make somebody carry a cross that's not theirs, that is sacrificial. And it's also martyrdom. When you try to get somebody locked up for shit for nothing of their own fault, that's also the same thing. Sacrifice, martyrdom. It's got a theme going on here. But this is just like a financial sacrifice. It's for material things. So whatever this court case that these people are going to be facing, they want you to be involved in it, or they want you to be out of the way so that it'll be ruled again that you're not competent to take care of your own finances. Okay. I don't think there's anything proving that you're not competent. 7 of Cups illusions, just total bullshit around sacrificing you for money. These people are going to have to explain to some other part of the government and possibly even to your alien ancestors why you have not been given the money that was left to you. And I pray that these people don't get away with it. I pray that they have to pay back every cent that they stole, every dime, every penny that they took. And I pray that they have to pay that back in this lifetime. And I pray that whatever this voodoo shit that's going on, that it's broken and removed. All right, let's get one more card, Spirit, and then we'll close out the reading. We'll have to do another continued reading on this in the future to see. Well, we'll just see what God does and says about it. The 2 of Cups, you're still going to get this offer. Somebody is still going to come tell you about this inheritance. That's what they're trying to stop here. They want you locked away so somebody can't find you, like a lawyer or some shit like that. The Knight of Cups. Beware of somebody coming in with a love offer that is just an illusion. Somebody wants to come in and offer you something to make you, I'm just going to tell you straight up, this could even be a friend. This could even be a friend. This Knight of Cups wants to come in and put some witchcraft in somebody's cup and make you docile. Then docile, sorry, you guys. We're going to just look it up. And the same thing with Obama, the interpretation of that limp. It said limp or needing a crutch or some shit like that. Docile meaning ready to accept control or instruction, being submissive. Somebody wants you to become submissive to them. And they're going to try to put some shit in this cup, some witchcraft stuff. And so that's why I would be very weary of anybody coming in wanting to come bringing like, hey, bro, I'll show up. I'll bring my own bottle. No, I don't think you should drink with this person. And somebody's father could have been an alcoholic and they could be into this voodoo shit. Yeah, the 7 of Swords. These people are faced with many choices, but only one choice is correct, and it's to run you your money. If they don't run you your money, they're going to be suffering. There is a Queen of Wands that's behind this as well. Somebody either attached to the family or maybe they're like a step person. This Chiron wound, you guys are healing a deep, deep money wound, and it has to do with people being unlawful and unloyal to you. And so you guys are really, really healing any type of beliefs and thoughts that you had around finances and around abundance. You are just shown apart from Forrest Gump, where his mom says something like, when you have so much money and you keep collecting just to show off. Yes. These people already stole money from you in the past, and they not only have they stolen money from you, but they want to oppress you to the point where you are like basically puppetable, and they don't want you to even be able to make money on your own. That's going a little too far. God's saying, okay, enough, you know. And the government making deals with the extraterrestrials and fallen angels for the technology that we have, I don't think it's worth it. I know that technology can do many things, but it's not worth the bodies and souls of our children. Oh, welcome in, Nurkrim. I didn't even notice you. Yeah, it's just trying to cloak us so that we won't get our money. That's exactly it. And then they're going to want to come back. And when they come back, they're going to be like wanting you to drink and eat with them and be merry with them like nothing fucking happened. Like they weren't just a complete psycho and a betrayer. Like, what in the hell? It's a no. It's a no. You guys are going to sniff this person out, though. They want you to be submissive and broke so that they can keep money and live out of their means, like outside of their means. And you would not abuse this money the way that these people do, because it's not their money. They feel no qualms about gambling it away, drinking it away, drugging it away, all that crap. Yeah, they're losing power and control. Oh, you know what, Nurkrim? You can always rewind the reading back to the beginning to get the full message. All right, you guys, know that there will be some change. I would pray in this situation. It's going to shift. So I would pray about it. Ask God to reveal to you what was left to you. And if I'm picking up that desperate seeking Susans. That's so funny. Yeah. Gifts are getting stronger. Awesome. Past life visions. I feel like you guys are going to be either remembering things or coming to the conclusion, like getting conclusions. You know what I mean? And I do feel like God is going to take care of you no matter what. So as long as you put your faith in the Most High, because I feel like at this point, it's almost out of your hands. Unless you were to go looking for it, it's not going to come up. But these people are about to get really caught up, and they're going to have to answer for their shit. Like they're going to have to answer for the money that they spent because it was not theirs. So know that you do have an inheritance, and this inheritance could also be gifts and abilities that make money. And so people could be wanting to come in at the moment where your gifts are opening up so that they can be some type of middleman in between you and, your money. And that's stupid. No, you don't need a middleman. It's ridiculous. So yeah. And if you guys do have a father that was absent that's coming back, be wary of that as well. Okay. All right, you guys, know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Okay. Make sure you like the video, hit the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. Okay. I'm giving you air hugs, lots of love. Thank you for donating. I really appreciate it. It makes my day so much better. And it just makes me so happy that you guys support me. So I love you guys. Thank you. And it's not just about the money. It's just, I love you guys. And I'm really happy that you guys support me. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. And just pray about this situation. You guys are going to receive a lot of visions and insight, and we'll get to talk about that. All right. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Peace be with you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.